We'll have a throw at the plate.
They steal home.
It is safe.
He's not stopping.
Stand-up triple.
What a
And he
throw.
got him.
Woo! All the way to the wall, and that's going to clear the bases. Oh, my goodness.
Great play on the outfield as he dives for it.
Rips it down the line. Fair ball, and he might run forever.
This is at the plate. No, he got him.
And that one is deep, and it is gone.
Welcome to Canal Park for the third and final installment of our All-City Series games here from the beautiful Canal Park, Akron, Ohio. Today's teams on the scoreboard, the North Vikings versus the Buchtel Griffins. Buchtel coming out on defense, looks like. They're going to be led on the mound by Joseph Moore and the catcher today, Dylan West. And we'll go over the lineup here for the North Vikings. Joe Pukansky, Dave Schick with you. Peter George doing all the camera work for us today. Lineup for the North. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, both these teams, probably the youngest roster-wise, than we've seen with the other teams that we've had. Certainly, Firestone and Ellett are usually more senior-laden teams, but you're going to hear a lot of freshman, sophomore being called in both of these lineups, certainly on the north side, especially with, two freshmen starting, but on the other end, still another freshman starting on the other side. So 3 freshmen are going to be playing this game also, as well as a lot of sophomores, but a young group. So kind of a future pretenser of what these teams could be.
For sure, and great venue for them to get their feet wet here at Canal Park. Lineup for the North Vikings, batting first and playing left field, Razi Murtaza. Batting second, the third baseman, James Ware. Batting third, the catcher, Donovan Ware. Batting fourth, the shortstop, Mikhail Moore. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Elijah Gervins. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Trenton Brazil. Batting seventh, the pitcher, Marquise Smith. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Mustaba Razai. And batting ninth, the first baseman, Reed Dixon, for your Vikings today. Both these teams, like you said, with young teams, the key is throwing strikes and trying to minimize those mistakes on the defensive end, avoid those crooked numbers and long innings.
Well, and I think we'll see, obviously our last game that we had was Firestone Buchtel, teams that don't mind having you hit the ball into play because they can make great plays with it. I think we're going to see obviously a little looser because of the experience factor being down, but it is, again, and we've done a lot of City Series games across all the sports that we cover. When you have 2 young teams, it can be a lot of exciting stuff because they're both learning at the same time. There's not a clear-cut advantage one way or the other. They're still kind of figuring it out, and you can see some of the growing pains on both sides that you're never really out of it at any time in the game.
Razi Murtaza comes into the box, and today's first pitch of Game 3 here, a little overcast skies, a little bit of rain maybe in the forecast for later. We had a lot of sun earlier. Sun played a factor in our first game especially. This one definitely more overcast. First pitch on the way from Joseph Moore, and it's high for ball 1.
Yeah, and this is one of their seniors leading off. They've got 3 on the team, and this is one of them. Not able to connect there.
Evens the count at 1-1.
Still a good amount of crowd. You can kind of hear them a little bit in the background here.
Sets up outside, and he throws that one by him for the second strike. 1-2 now on the left fielder. That one misses just a little bit outside to even the count at 2-2. Joseph Moore, one of the few seniors on this Buchtel squad, getting the start today. 2-2 offering, and that one is swung through for strike 3. First out of the game. That will bring the third baseman, James Ware, to the plate.
We'll try and do our best seeing white jerseys with white numbers just outlined.
Yeah.
Getting a little old. Trying to lean forward.
I know we've been doing this a long time.
Oh.
Yeah, the silver number with the real thin black outline. It's better than the red outline that the Dragons used to have.
Well, I mean, it looks fantastic up close. It's just from our vantage point up here, it's a little harder to catch, who's on first or those types of things. That's like an old reference. I don't know if you can use anymore. I mean, it's fantastic writing.
And I think we've had it in football, basketball, the teams that have the real skinny numbers with no outline, and they had like 8, 9, 6. We couldn't.
Yeah.
We were grabbing at straws. That one in the dirt, 2-1 on Ware.
I always feel like there's a family at home just yelling at the screen at us at times, and we are trying, but we're doing our best.
Yeah, they're yelling, I love that guy. I love that Schick. Delayed call for strike 2. There it was. I thought it was a strike.
He's kind of pacing back and forth, which is odd from the other two that we've seen today. They kind of they're very stoic.
2-2, that one upstairs for ball 3. I'll try to call him. Not wait for him. Full count on James. Swings through that one. Good pitch just off the corner.
Yeah. Even seemed a little bit off speed. So 2 batters up and 2 Ks in the docket for him. Moore starting off well. This is their other senior, Donovan Ware.
Mm-hmm. See if Ware can get it going here with 2 outs. Big hack, and he swings through the first one. And as long as Moore can keep the ball out there, he'll have a lot of success on that corner or just off it.
Ooh.
Up and in with that one.
It looked closer. It looked like he ducked underneath it. But I'm pretty far away to see it.
That one way outside. Nice stop there to keep it in front.
Yeah, and Dylan West, the catcher for Buchtel as well, he kind of brings his left hand out a little bit before he kind of settles into a spot. So a little different cadence for him as well.
That one's going to be upstairs. 3-1 now. Good hitters count for Ware. That one tried to almost let hit him, but it's going to be over for strike 2.
Another full count.
I want to lean into that, but no.
That was a guitar string strum by the umpire. And
got him.
Oh,
that one's going to miss outside for ball 4. First base runner of the game for the Vikings.
Oh, he's been perfect all day. Oh, no. He's got his first walk.
That is going to bring shortstop, number 28, Mikhail Moore, to the plate.
Look at that. I like those shoes. See how they match? I like those. Dress good, play good. Trying to go.
Good jump. He's there easily. Stolen base for Ware. Moore swings through it, but helps to protect his runner so he can get to second base.
So 3 seniors on this roster, and they're in 3 of the 4 top spots of this order. He checks that, and he's going to go.
Strike 2. And the ball beat him there, but he got underneath the tag by third baseman.
His tag was very high. But now you got still 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Two-strike offering. He goes upstairs to get it, and it's off the glove, and that's going to be a run. So nice job on the pass ball getting to third base by Ware, because that allows him to score that run. First run of the ball game, a little 2-out magic for the Vikings.
Yeah, the skies out there in the outfield are not showing that I'm going to be able to get home and mow the grass probably after the game. It looks like a next dayer.
Yeah.
There's going to be no assistance there.
Elijah Gervins fouls off the first pitch.
And I'm not that. Go ahead.
You're not that guy.
Not that guy that mows the grass at like 10 in the morning. That's what I was going to say. That's what I could have done. I could have done that, but
I was in a race against time last week, and I had to put I have like a headlamp that when I take my dog at night for walks.
I think we had a balk there.
Okay, yeah, 0-2 though on Gervins, but Moore cruises into second base.
Yeah, because I don't think they threw, or he just held it. He might have just held it.
Yeah, and that one he was stealing on the pitch, but he swings through it for strike 3. So 3 strikeouts, but a base on balls and a hit in between. And after a half inning, North gets on the board. They score 1. Buchtel coming up to bat. Lineup for the Griffins, who are in their home white uniforms today. Batting first is the second baseman, Antonio Evans, as he steps in. Batting second is the catcher, Dylan West. Batting third, the left fielder, Josiah McCann. We'll go through the rest after this first pitch. That's taken for strike 1. Batting in the cleanup spot, the pitcher, Joseph Moore. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Demetrian Duval. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Andre Smith. Batting seventh, third baseman, De'Aaron Watkins. Batting eighth, first baseman, Terrion Burton. As that one's chopped foul, I think.
No, I think it stayed in.
Oh, did it stay fair?
It stayed. I thought it stayed right on the line. It looks like he maybe touched that bag.
Yes, sir. So Evans is aboard. Burton, you give him a base hit on that, partner?
He did. I did. Yeah. It was.
And wow, he just goes right to second. His time goes in.
He doesn't want you to get through this lineup. That's what it is.
Yeah, batting eighth, Terrion Burton, the first baseman. And batting ninth, right fielder, Cameron Ward.
He didn't steal a base, so.
Yeah. Dylan West takes that one outside for ball 1. Evans was not happy being on first. I think Buchtel, if they give him a chance, they will run wild on you.
Well, and it looked like, so he was trying to run through there, trying to make up for it. I think he got hit there.
Yeah, so that's going to send him back to second, but West will take first.
But it looks like it looked to me when he stepped on that bag, it was kind of where the front part of your foot hits it, and it kind of flexes your leg back a little bit.
Uh-huh. Battery for the Vikings pitching is Marquise Smith, catching Donovan Ware.
Goes to second.
And third easily. No attempt at even a throw. So left fielder Josiah McCann, seeing if he can deliver here early for the
He's like,
Griffins.
now I got two. I got two in position to score.
That one misses. No, it's a strike. Excuse me.
The strike zone is expanding.
In the first.
It's like the game of Risk. They're taking another country over there on the other side of the plate.
That one gets away, and the pitcher nowhere to be found. He doesn't cover. Easily scoring on that one is Evans, who as soon as he saw it kicked away with his speed, no problem.
He
scores on the wild pitch.
I felt like he was already halfway, and he's like, I think I can make it.
Two count, and a little tardy on that high fastball. McCann swings through it for the first out in the inning. That will bring pitcher Joseph Moore to the plate.
Yeah, and with Evans scoring, it did move West over to third as well. So he's got another guy there that if he can make some contact, even a heavy fly ball could get another score.
Fly ball, a ground ball up the middle, to shorter second should score the run. Nice play by the catcher right there to save a run.
That was almost one that if he doesn't catch that, that's another run.
Easy.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
It's a no-doubter.
Yeah, there's so much space for these players in this large Canal Park compared to where they play. The backstop not 10 feet, 25 feet back there. He ain't getting back in time. Second strike.
Moore looking to try to give his team a lead here early on. Help his own cause. Takes that one outside. He's back ahead in the count. One down for the Griffins.
Catch up to that one.
Yeah, the Griffins, in a sense of fashion, in the last few years have subtly snuck more and more red into their uniforms. It used to be all black and white, and then it got a little bit of silver in there, and now we've seen the splashes of red. I think started with the football program when they had some uniforms bought for them, and it's come through where they'll use the trim a lot.
Well, and just like anything at the high school level, it tends to come down from having special jerseys for NFL and college games that they have a specific kind of jersey just for those big games, rivalry games or televised games, things of that nature. And if you're getting jerseys, like, hey, can we get this alternate color as well?
Well, it's the same thing with like AAU and travel sports. Teams getting 2 and 3 new uniforms every year, but the kids are like, I wonder if I'm going to get new jerseys. Yeah, because your parents are paying for them. Easily steals second base there in the first and third situation with no throw.
So Moore got on. Was he walked or did he get hit?
He walked.
That's what I thought.
Dimitri and Duvall at the plate. Takes that one high. 1-1 now on Duvall.
Yeah, and you saw at the end of last inning, Buchtel's coaches talking to that third baseman that wasn't able to get the tag. Just be able to tell him you got to be able to come lower to get that glove down to make that tag because he's kind of tall for coming down that far for the tag.
Well, that ball is well struck, and that's going to get over the head of a great attempt by the outfielder. That's going to plate a couple of runs. And all the way to third base is Duvall. He shows the speed.
What a hit.
And actually, playing shallow was the center fielder, Griffins, but he got a great jump on that ball. Almost made a nice play, but Duvall got into it. Triple and 2 RBIs.
Yeah, so everybody that's got on base so far has scored. Smith trying to keep the streak alive, the senior.
Still only 1 out. Oh, that one behind him.
That
Get
one
out of the way.
out of play. Out of there.
Andre Smith looking for a ground ball here. Something he can squirt through the hole.
You can tell we're a little later in the day. He's got his hoodie on, trying to stay warm down there. As the fronts are coming, it has changed from a spring day to dark clouds and no more shadows of sunshine.
Takes that one upstairs. 3-0 now. On the center fielder.
I think he's going to go. Yeah, he overthrew him.
Oh.
So catcher overthrows the pitcher. I don't know. That's not a wild pitch. Is it an error?
No, yeah, it'd be an error. Be a old E2 letting the run come in to score.
So big first inning. And they're going to come out to talk about it a little bit. But, yeah, just bad communication. He kind of turned and I don't know if he had his outs wrong but just went over top of his head. And with that opportunity, everyone was kind of resetting for the next pitch, and able to take advantage of it and get in from third. And you can see the demeanor a little different.
Yeah, still only with 1 out here.
Yeah.
You want to definitely minimize the damage here. Not only to get out of this inning, but to keep your pitch count down so you can get out there for another one.
He already has on his 6th batter. Two walks, 1 strikeout, 2 hits. And
Ball 4.
Hit by pitch. Ball 4. Either one. Same result.
Yep. As you said, a couple walks, a couple hits, and a hit by pitch.
Well, and Duvall's hit was a big time hit. I mean,
yeah,
sends it out into the outfielder behind your center fielder, even with the good jump. And it just, those balls just keep rolling out there because there's additional beautified grass. By the time you get it and then turn around, it's a lot of space.
And this is what we call the big inning formula. It starts off with an infield single with the bloop, and then the at bat where a couple walks, and then you get the blast and bring them all in.
Yeah.
Steal, pretty close play.
And you can see now with Buchtel's third baseman Watkins up, why they're telling him he needs to reach down for that tag. He's towering over there. He's easily over the 6-foot mark.
And he is off the plate. Get those arms extended.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to on that one, as that one's in the dirt. Wild pitch.
Catcher bobbled it a little bit.
Watkins back ahead in the count, 2-1.
Yeah, he is on the edge of that batter's box.
Wow, it's even further out.
There comes a hush over the crowd. Oh!
Didn't want to, but he did.
Yeah, and you could tell. You looked at just a little head bob like, he wanted to check, but he kept going too far. He saw it moving off the plate, but just couldn't stop the momentum. Oh, my. Over his head, out of the way. scores.
So the wildness.
Five
Playing a
runs
factor.
this inning. The communication between pitcher and catcher has been a struggle so far, and we're in the top of inning 1.
And the control issues. Plus, you don't want to walk this Buchtel Griffins team because they got a slew of guys that can run the bases and turn walks into doubles and triples. And then with this backstop, it doesn't take much to score a run.
Another walk. Two hit batters, 2 walks. Oh.
Now it gets to the point, how much longer can you go? Because the walks have piled up. Still only 1 out here in the first.
Well, I mean, we saw other teams just earlier today go through double through the order in 1 inning. Certainly, I would say that's probably too long. That's probably too long to keep him in there. But
Good call,
I think
partner.
if he can't, he's only got 1 out. He's got to face the whole lineup.
Right.
And he's looking now to go to second to try and tag him out. Oh, he bobbled it. And the tag was a little late.
Oh.
So a double chance to try to get him.
The
Good heads
pitcher's like,
up to try and send it over there, though.
Smith is like, I needed that out. I need somebody to help me out here.
Facing the junior and Burton.
Nice quiet stance for Terrion, who he takes a good pitch to hit there. 0-2 now.
Control. Yeah, not active with the swing. Very still. As he looks at, again, that runner at second kind of distracting him a little bit. As he comes off the bag and they move back and forth trying to see if they want to catch him or not. Mm-hmm. That way outside, and he'll be able to go to third. Hey-oh. 2 wild
the
pitches.
catcher dove for that one.
Yeah. But back-to-back wild pitches to get him to third. Smith did, and so did Watkins. We've had 3 in this inning. Move runners.
Yeah, they're not staying in one place very long. Got 2 strikes on him, though. Really needs a strikeout here. One-two offering.
Good contact. Went over the other side, though. Foul.
Stays alive as he tried to go that way with it. Just a little late on it.
And it seems, if you look at his stance, Joe, you would think that he probably sends a lot to that side of the field because he's not trying to pull it over to left.
Takes that one low and in to even the count at 2s.
He's not getting a lot of even flexion with that front leg. Now we got. That is it. That's.
Oh, where's the punch out signal?
I know.
He's
been teasing it all game.
Yeah.
Come on now. That was the show right there.
That was strike 3.
Strike 3.
He was like, I started to call it. It was a little bit out.
Yeah.
We gotta go with it.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
It's like the brain said one thing, but the hand came out, so you just gotta go with it.
Well, Dave, you're a basketball official, and I think you've been taught whatever. Make the call emphatically, right or wrong, and stick to it. Right? Don't make the call.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
That's a borderline one. You don't want to make wrong calls and emphatically
Sure.
just say that it's correct. And there's opportunities and he looks to try to catch him at third there.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be confident in what you're seeing, what you're calling. But certainly, if you are emphatically wrong or see that you're wrong and there's a correctable time to do it, you can do it. But
2-0 count on Ward.
to me, body
Way
language of the umpire, it was a close call either way, and that's why he didn't hit it hard.
3-0 now on Ward. We'll see if they give him the green light.
I'm sitting there. Ward, the freshman. Oh,
Go.
there he goes.
I don't know how it missed him. You never would have got out of the way of that.
No, I think he got hit.
Guess what? 3-0 is the time to get out of the way. You don't want to get hit when you have 3 balls on you. I told my son that last year. I'm like, that's when you get out of the way. You're walking anyway if it's going to hit you.
Yeah.
Any other time, try not to get out of the way because a hit is as good as, a walk or a hit by pitch is as good as a hit. Hurts a little bit.
Top of the order now. So
bat around.
To me, this is I'm probably, and I don't know. He knows more of who he's got behind him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a good time to consider making a change because we're seeing batters a second time in the bottom of the first here.
Watkins on third, Ward on second.
Bottom of the first still here on EPSIS.
Had some quick innings today and a couple of long ones.
Yeah.
In the first inning.
Start the trek uphill with the biggest boulder. Okay, we're gonna go through the whole lineup. I see.
He's over 35 pitches now. That one looked like a cross-up because pitch wasn't very bad. It was blocked. 3-0.
Going the wrong direction.
And the problem out of those 35 pitches, only about 12 have been strikes.
Well, and the 2 outs that he has have been strikeouts. They haven't been hit into the field at all. We really haven't seen. We've had 2 hits. So there's not a lot of opportunity to even to put in your defense's hand.
Oh, and we have a balk there as they balk a run home to make it 6-1. Second base umpire called it. Came set, and then his hands came up. Once your hands come together, they can't come apart while you're on the mound. That's at least the indication that we got from our 50 yards away. Swings it through the 3-0 pitch, though, for strike 1.
I love that he slammed that bat down like he had struck out. It's like, wait, still in the hitter's count.
I got
still
2 more,
3-1.
yeah.
Still 3-1. Got 2 more.
And that one, a little tap out in front of the
Didn't
plate.
go very far.
Nice play by the catcher to come out and get it and get the third out of the inning as Evans is retired 2-3. But the Griffins get 6 runs and bat around, 2 hits, and a slew of walks and a lot of stolen bases, and an error, and they leave 1 on. And after 1, it's Buchtel 6 and North 1. But back to action here in the top of the second. Brazil, Smith, and Mustaba reside due up for the Vikings.
And that's a rough one. Anytime you're going through the whole lineup on the other side, I mean, I'm sure it feels good to get it retired and then come back up here. And the hard part is the hole got a lot bigger. I mean, you went into that inning up 1-0. Next time up to bat down 6-1.
Trent takes fastball outside for ball 1. And now the question becomes for Joseph Moore. long inning. Are you still loose? Are you ready to go? There's a ground ball past the pitcher to the second baseman. Throws over. Close play at first. And he is called safe.
Great run.
The first baseman pulled his foot, according to the first base umpire, and that will go as an error on the first baseman because that throw was not – it shouldn't have pulled him off.
Well, and Moore slowed it down a little bit, and then he tried to kind of get it, but that, is what's usually a quick motion. Seemed just kind of slower to me when I saw it in real time. Made it a lot closer play than it needed to be.
That will bring Marquise Smith to the plate, trying to help his own cause. Takes it upstairs. Throw to second is too tall for everyone. Goes into center field. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he might have wanted to stay there. Makes up for it. Slides twice.
So Brazil goes to second with a stolen base and takes third on the error. So 2 errors on 2 consecutive plays for the Griffins. And Marquise Smith with a 1-0 count with a chance to cut into this deficit.
Are you marking those as errors? Because
the stolen base to get him to second, and then the error to get him to third on the throw. Smith swings through that one. And the first one was an error. It has to be an error on either the second baseman or the first baseman because a good throw, which I thought was a good enough throw, beats the runner by a step. He wasn't safe because he beat it out. He was safe because of the throw or the footwork at first base. Smith swings through that one for strike 2. Chases after that high fastball.
Yeah, Moore with 3 Ks looking to get his 4th here.
Be a big one with no outs and a runner in scoring position to take one himself.
Yeah.
And he does that with a good fastball on the outside corner. Nice little two-seam action.
Pitch.
So 4 strikeouts now, and that will bring Mustafa Razai to the plate in right field today. Ball 1 outside. So you got
Covers, looking to get it.
doesn't get it there though. So you got Murtaza Razai leading off, and you got Mustafa Razai in right field, and you also have 2 wares, kind of like the Indians this year, partner. They got not Manny Ramirez anymore, but Jose and Harold Ramirez, and they got the 2 Rosarios, Eddie and Ahmad.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have 2 Beavers. Be in a real good shape. Both the catcher and the batter looked at that one and was like, was that no, not a strike? Okay. Phew. The batter says, okay, good.
Oh.
The catcher says,
that sophomore up.
Not so good.
Takes time.
Brazil came around to score on that wild pitch, and the big backstop has really taken effect more this game than the other 2, where we've had quite a few wild pitches, and they're not wild pitches unless guys are on base. But when guys are on base, it really becomes magnified when you can't locate.
Yeah, and I would say a lot of speed on there on the bags themselves. I mean, Buchtel always is a fast team, and North has made the most of it with some of the other errors on the other side. I mean, it's just you don't feel out of it even 6-2.
Swings through that one. Full count now on Mustafa.
Oh,
Perfect pitch for the second out of the inning via the strikeout again for Ware. I'm sorry, for Moore.
yeah, more felt good about that. You could see a little bit with the camera work that we had
A little
there.
pumped. Yeah.
A little smile. You saw some teeth that he was confident. I got that guy. I got him with that good pitch.
He's like, I'm dealing.
See if he can
Coach.
build on it here. Now the junior Dixon up.
Strike one on that outside corner.
See, where was that good strike call when we had strike 3? Kind of left it off there. He's in the zone now, though.
Yeah.
Boom!
Yep.
He even puts the 2 fingers out. Like, strike 2.
0-2 count on Dixon.
We got to find in the production budget to mic those guys up. We'd have some fun.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of animation that goes down there.
1-2. Dixon, some nice bat flip work. Getting ready to go.
See, I think as an official, when I'm on the floor, I don't have a lot of motion. Because I feel like I don't make
You're
I don't
boring.
Have that much, I don't have that much fun out there. I don't know. I'm like just Robot Dave, call
Called correct.
unarmed 23. Resetting
Dixon.
position now.
Ball in play. Dixon fouls that one off to stay alive.
Good game, teams.
Dixon pulls off
got
of that one.
So ends the inning. KKK.
Yep.
3
6 strikeouts through 2, but the North does get another run as they peck away at that lead. After 1.5, it's Buchtel 6, North 2. Bottom of 2, 2, 3, 4 up in the order for the Griffs. West, McCann, and Moore. Dylan West, the catcher, comes to the plate. Hit by pitch, scored in the first. Takes the first one a little bit too outside. And that one was about a 56-footer.
That was a bouncer.
Cricket, that would have been a good ball to hit. It has to bounce. Does it have to bounce in cricket?
I believe it does have to bounce, yeah.
There's one sport I've never played.
I think that's I think I only know that from watching like Sports Center highlights whenever they show those on there.
One of 2 sports I can't play is polo. Not water polo. Water polo I can't play. It's too hard. But the actual polo on a horse, because he decided he was swinging at that one no matter what. It wasn't even close, and he hacked 3-0. Polo, it's because I'm left-handed, and you can't be left-handed and play polo. You got to be on the right side of the horse, I guess.
I remember.
And nor would I ever want to play polo, or have I ever been on a horse. Never rode a horse. No.
Huh.
I'm a city guy. You can find a horse 5 minutes from my house, even when I lived in the city, but nope. 3-2.
Well, I've done some horseback riding as my daughter has.
Okay.
So it kind of became a family thing for some vacations and so forth, as he gets a walk here. And we took one in Virginia.
Uh-huh.
And it was more like in the woods on a small trail.
Okay.
and then you went down this gully and back up the other side. There was a bigger hill on the other side, and they're telling you like how to do it. But it was scary because one, I'm not that skinny, so I felt bad for the horse because he had to carry me back up that hill, and I wanted to make sure he was going to make it because if he falls over, I fall with him, and I didn't want that to happen. So
Yeah, come on, big fella. I'm trying to be light as possible.
yeah, you're supposed to like lean very far forward, but you're like almost in the main.
Little flare, and Wes cannot advance on that one because he thought it might be caught. McCann places it nicely, kind of like a little pitching wedge there for a base hit. First and second, nobody out now.
See, I remember freshman year when I was at Akron, you know, they have like the tables out there to try and get you involved with an activity or a club or something. And water polo was like pushing hard. Like you're left-handed. Left-handed's like it's like in hockey or volleyball where it's an advantage to have a left-handed person because they can play their dominant side where you usually put a someone who's right-handed over there and has a disadvantage. But I couldn't swim that well.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I could play water polo if you played it in 4 feet of water.
Yeah.
But not
I thought
like
about
they
it.
do.
It was one of those I remember asking like, so like how much swimming are we talking about? Like like a day
to tread water?
And he's like, "Oh yeah, you tread water and then you got to swim under and move position." I was like, "Not going to be able to do it. Not going to be able to do it."
I'm out. I didn't even like swim lessons.
Yeah, I only made it to the guppy stage at the YMCA, so I think water polo's out.
Oh, there's again. He doesn't go with the emphatic strike 3 call. He just he pumps it, and then strike 3 just kind of like he like feels bad. He's got to call it on him.
You're gonna have a seat.
Backwards K for more.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a big one.
Big first out in the inning leaves those runners out there. Duvall looking to have a big day, and he is going to have a big day. That's going to plate 2.
Second triple. They're setting
He's
up.
going to keep going.
Go, go, go! In the park, home run.
I think upon further review,
come on, Joe.
we're probably going to give a triple and an error on the relay because that never should have went for 4. What? 2 triples and 4 RBIs. I
know. Joe took the home run away.
You got 24 hours to change your mind. We'll leave it up to Peter. But irregardless, Duvall squarely puts him in big time conversation for player of the game.
Yeah, no doubt on that one. I am going to remember his number.
He's made some good, double deuce. He's made some good hits, some good contact with good swings on the ball.
He's got 2 hits that have gone over an outfielder's head.
One to center and the second one to left field.
Yeah.
He's gotten a couple pitches to hit, and he did not waste time hopping on pitches. 0-2 now on Smith, and Buchtel's widened the gap here 9-2. They've made the most of their 4 hits, 9 runs on 4 hits.
They got what, 3 walks? Yeah, 3 walks. He almost got hit again. That'd be his second one.
Strike 3, count was 0-2. Peter had it right on the board. Now it's 0-3. Strike 3.
So that means you want me to go sit down now? Yes, sir.
4 strikeouts for Smith. That brings De'Aaron Watkins to the place. He walked and scored back in the first. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch.
Oh,
Trying to wait back on it,
yeah,
just
a little
swung through it.
hesitation there.
Yeah.
He's throwing strikes.
Oh and 2 count. Little
Just
tapper in
off.
front
He's
of the
gonna-
plate.
Oh, he's gonna call that. He was ready to go. I wanted to see that. That would have been a tough one. I don't know. I think he would have made it.
Yeah. If that goes out past the dirt there, I think,
Yeah, he's gonna make him run for it.
yeah, it's going to be tough. It would have been tough to throw him out.
Even with the hesitation coming off of the
Yep.
stance.
We'll do the 0-2 again to Watkins. He swings through this one. So Smith strikes out the side, but the Griffins get 3 runs in the meantime, and they extend their lead up to a touchdown here after 2. Buchtel leads 9-2. Top of the 3rd inning, and the top of the order, Murtaza Razai going to lead things off. Struck out back in the 1st to lead off the game.
Yeah, I think obviously if you can get your top 2, last time they both struck out, get 2 of those guys on base.
Way inside.
Yeah.
For ball 2.
Some of the Buchtel fans talking to Moore on the hill. You could hear him trying to get him to settle in a little bit. It's funny
3
for
in a row.
how big the venue is. You can hear pretty well what's being said from some of the dugouts and the fans. Strike 1. That's what I imagine how he sounds.
Yeah,
I can't hear that because he's face forward and he's not as loud.
Couldn't blame Murtaza for not swinging at that one. 3-0. That was the old automatic 3-0. 3-1 now to him. That one's going to be upstairs for ball 4. Second walk of the game. And that will bring James Ware to the plate. Ware rips that first one up in the air. And
Not calling anybody.
And I don't know
off.
where that
first,
throw
there's
was
nobody
going.
there.
Okay.
Did he not catch the first one?
No, he did.
Yeah.
And then he
They
threw it.
tried
I
to
think
catch
to
him
tag
on.
the guy off, but I think he saw the white uniform, but it was a gray uniform.
Yeah.
And Murtaza wasn't catching it. So we're going to have an F, an F5, and then an E5 to let the guy go to second base. They're challenging us today. That will bring Donovan Ware to the plate.
There's nobody over there to throw to.
He was somewhere over there, just not in the vicinity of the bag.
I'll throw it to one of the guys. They'll catch it.
0-1 to Ware.
Well, and
He hits that one back.
just how important the communication is for for where you want to throw the ball. Where's the force out, what out it is, and all those little things. I mean, that's the nuances of baseball because of its speed and in its cadence is oh, is that the second out? I can't remember.
I would always tell my players it takes no talent to talk, but it takes talking to win. I mean, you
Yeah.
have to communicate in this game. This game is a verbal game. It's slow moving at times. You have to keep people mentally engaged.
Well, and I know even teams that I've coached is, well, even like, flag football or basketball, when you have a coach out there telling you, hey, do this, hey, do this, hey, do this, hey, do this, that's exactly what the players can do yourself. I mean,
Right.
the other players know how helpful that is when you're saying, hey, look at this, hey, look at that, hey, what about this, hey, move over here. It's like you can start doing that. Just start talking to one another.
And some people's philosophy on that, Dave, is you got to stop doing that. They have to do it. But my philosophy is, and I can't stop doing it. And it's still a teaching tool. It's a way for them to listen, and because it's so important to listen to what your catcher's saying. 1-1-1. You have to listen. He can see everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And then you have to make that catcher be like, hey, everyone's facing the opposite way as you. You have a vantage point. You have to tell them where to go. It's your job as the captain of that defense. 2-2 count now on Ware.
Yeah, and I think players, they don't want to say the wrong thing, but saying nothing is actually the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm. Swings through it. They couldn't catch up to the fastball. Second out of the inning. And that'll bring the cleanup hitter, Mikhail Moore, who singled and drove in the run in the first inning. Got another runner in scoring position, so a chance to do some damage here. He goes up top for that one. In the hole to short. Thrown over to first in a nice stretch that time. Did he come off?
That's going to be it. Yep.
Nope. No, not that time.
I'm sorry. I mean, yes, he made the catch. The 6-3, he got it.
Yeah, Moore retired 6-3. No runs on no hits. There was an error and one left on. As we go to the bottom of the third, the Griffins continue to stay out front 9-2. The haze has become a cloud, and looks like now it's becoming a little choppy out there.
Yeah, you saw a little bit as we just finished that last inning when you saw the dugout. You can see more of the dampness that they're dealing with. You can't see it as much on the grass and the turf, but it is starting to get some puddles out there that as you said, the mist is becoming more of a rain type situation.
Burton swings through the first one and takes the second one behind him. Wild on the second one. 2-1 now. Way outside for ball 3. First baseman Burton. He's on.
4 batters hit.
Yep, couldn't get out of the way, that one. On-base percentage rises. Cameron Ward, who walked in the first inning, his second appearance. That one wild, and he'll easily scamper into second base. Smith is battling out there, still on the mound.
Well, 3Ks last inning kind of shows the promise that's there when he's focused as he goes to third.
No slide attempt.
I thought he's
out now. I think out on the tag the first time.
Yeah.
If not, he's out for being out on the baseline. So
I thought he had him
have
on the
caught
tag.
stealing there. Yeah. For the first out.
Give the
There's a strike.
advantage defense there. The throw was certainly ahead of time.
Yeah. He hopped
just
right
whether
out of
that
there.
tag was.
Swings through the second one. 2-2 now on Ward.
Some encouragement from the Buchtel fans there.
That one misses outside. Full count. And you know what the old adage says, what happens after somebody gets thrown out on the bases, right?
I do not know.
The next guy always reaches. Nope. The subtle strike 3 call, there it was again.
He's missing
6
his mark.
Strikeouts now.
He dances more on the ones that aren't that great, that are strike 2.
Got to reverse that.
A little less on strike 1 and 2 and a little more on strike 3.
Absolutely.
That's what people came to see. No. But that's the one that you want to know. To me, that's the one. Don't yell at me about strike 1.
Antonio Evans, leadoff hitter, back up for the third time. 1 for 2 on the day.
Yeah, settling a little bit. It's raining more.
Yeah. Ball behind. There we go. 1-1 on Evans.
Trying to fit this one in, Joe. I mean, that's...
Yeah. Got to get one more inning in to make it an official game where you wouldn't have to restart it.
Well, and that's sadly been the story of this spring season. I mean, they weren't playing games early in the year because of heavy rain.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're starting to get some luck now, but it's always backloaded. I mean, that's
you're always behind, right?
Every high school baseball season is. You just have to be.
And if you have a roster of 13 players, not all of them pitch. As that foul ball couldn't quite be ran down by Dixon. Evans stays alive. So then you're forced to either do one of two things. Stretch guys farther than they should stretch, or pitch guys that normally aren't scheduled to pitch much. Which leads to more players being out of position. Swings through that fastball, good pitch, and ends up being a 1-2-3 inning. Not conventional. Took a hit by pitch and a guy getting thrown out, but 7 strikeouts now for Smith. And after 3, the score remains Buchtel 9 and the North Vikings 2. Top of the 4th, 5, 6, 7. Griffins, Brazil, and Smith due up for the Vikings. Yes, sir. Strike one. Joseph Moore out for his 4th inning of work. He has 7 strikeouts as well. That one upstairs, 1-1 now. Elijah Gervins playing center field today. A freshman getting a chance to play at Canal Park. Pretty exciting stuff. Even if it is raining a little bit. One and two at fastball, tails away.
Really
He waves
chasing.
at it for strike 3. Eighth strikeout for Moore. He's only given up 1 hit.
I thought we had 2 hits. One in the first, one in the second.
The one in the second was an error.
Oh, sorry.
That was when he pulled him off the bag, yeah. Yeah, 1 hit but 2 runs.
Gotcha. I forgot about the error.
Which is rare. But, Buchtel has 9 runs on 4 hits. That happens with walks and whatnot. 2-0 count now on Brazil. Fouls that one back. Trenton playing at second base today. Ball out, 3-1. Trying to reach on an error and scored back in the second inning.
Oh.
He hits a flare to right field.
Yeah.
That's going to be a base hit.
You could hear it come off the bat.
And you said there you got 2 hits. That's self-fulfilling prophecy there. Correct you are.
Wow. That's because I had the error that was incorrect. I'll take it.
Yeah. We'll take whatever we can get. Marquise Smith to the plate. Trying to give him a dry ball, but Moore said, nope, this one's good. Help my spin rate. So I got a little moisture on it.
Tries to catch him.
Comes out firing. Good throw.
Oh, he would have been there. Gonna send him to third. That could be trouble too.
They don't even make a throw. Pretty good throw and really bad luck on that one. He goes to third on the throw. Want to know the count? Balls flying everywhere.
I know.
Joseph Moore's gone the distance thus far.
Let's go. That's okay. Shake it off. On to the next one. Let's go.
8 strikeouts. That one in the dirt, but knocked down by West. Moore and West have had a good rapport out there together. Two and 0 now on Marquise. Misses. No,
Right. I thought it was, yeah.
Wow.
He moved back. I mean, he's not crowding the plate. The lefty.
Calls that one a strike. I'm going home. Okay.
I waited. Because you know there's a delay.
Pretty sure I saw that one bounce. Maybe twice. 3-1 on Smith. There was definitely a delay. Nope. Ball 4. Second base runner of the inning. First and third with one out, and that will bring Mustafa Razai to the plate. And we're going to have a mound visit. Cue that Jeopardy music.
Yeah, I mean, he's done pretty well with the 8 Ks and just three walks. He usually, as we've kind of seen, he either starts the inning by getting 2 out. Well, I mean, the second inning he locked in and just took 3 right off at the end.
It hasn't had a 1-2-3 inning yet, but hasn't run into deep trouble either.
Yeah,
because he's had enough command of the strike zone. And as I say that, he misses upstairs.
Yeah, fakes the throw. So now second and third. We'll have our APSIS player of the game at the end of this one.
2-0 count on Mustaba.
Got some good candidates. Pitching has been good.
Yep.
But we've got some good hitters too. Fakes the throw to third. Yeah. Not that it didn't help because it was 3-0.
This could be the North's best chance here to get back in it.
Yeah, a strong hit like we've seen from Buchtel could bring in the 2 that are on the bags now and put him right back in scoring position again.
He's like, nope. Ball 4 that misses just a little bit upstairs. And finally a little bit of control trouble for Moore. Is that because of conditions or because of fatigue? Maybe a little bit of both. But now he's got himself in a big situation with Reed Dixon, number 9 hitter, coming to the plate with the bases loaded, nowhere to put him.
Yeah, and you can see West trying to communicate, trying to get the 2 and get themselves out of here.
Yeah, double play ball would be nice right now if you're a Griffin. That one upstairs again.
Yeah, he didn't throw any strikes last time, so.
And you wonder if he's getting a little bit tired because when guys get tired, they tend to miss up higher and higher. 2-0 now.
You don't got any space to put him. You got to put him back in the dugout.
He's going somewhere. We don't want him getting on base, though, if you're a Buchtel fan. You want him
yeah.
going back to the dugout.
Uh-oh.
Wild pitch. And the run going to try to score, but he doesn't
Wow.
get there. No, the
What
ball's
a
dropped.
play.
The ball's dropped, though. He changed the call. Yep. It came out of the glove.
He was there, too.
And some would argue the runner's got a slide there, but really not a collision. So the wild pitch scores the run. 3-0 now on Dixon.
Yeah, that Buchtel family, I'll say, not fans. That's a family member talking, that sounds like. Trying to get him to move on to
All
avoid
four.
what happened there, and that's loading them right back up.
So 3 walks have given a golden opportunity to the Vikings here with the top of the order coming up. Ducks are on the pond. That's what they say when the bases are loaded, especially when the rubber ducks are playing. Murtaza Razai up. And he takes that one. Everything's been up this inning, Dave.
Well, the best way not to put any more on there is to sit them both down. Like
If
he did in the
hit that
first
spot, it'll
inning.
be good to go. Right. Yeah, I think this may be his last inning, too, with the pitch count creeping up there.
Trying to keep
1 and
that
2 now.
guy on third back there. Faked it many times now with this full house.
That one's sent into the field, and it's
That'll
going to be
do
a base
it.
hit.
Yeah.
Only going to score 1, though. So Razai comes through.
Exactly what you wanted. Good hit. Scores 1, keeps it 1 out. Base is still loaded. And now you bring Ware back up. So you leadoff guy gets a hit and scores a run, and they want to go through the whole lineup that way.
9-4, and they're 1 hit away from being right back in this game.
Yeah. The senior gets a hit now.
And if you're more, you need a 2-ball here or something quick because your pitch count's getting up there really high. Not so much before this inning, but this inning has kind of been his undoing. Remains upstairs, 2-0 now on James Ware. Good hitter's pitch. That one wasn't a good one to hit. 3-0. Good take, though. See if he has the green light 3-0 with the bases juiced. I would say no, but
No. Yeah, I'm the make you throw some strikes to me.
and he'll take the RBI walk. Gotta be close to making a pitching change here if you're the Griffins. Nine to 5 now. That brings Donovan Ware to the plate. They're going to stay with Moore.
I mean, I don't know what the rest of the roster is, but it doesn't look great. He's gonna ride it out. We haven't seen a strike in a while.
And he walked a couple earlier in the game, but he was consistently even or ahead of most of the hitters. He's been behind everyone this inning. There's a good one on the inside corner for strike one. Donovan Ware with a chance.
Yeah.
He represents the tying run at the plate.
Yeah, 2 seniors back to back here. That's the toughest part.
That one misses way outside. 2-1 on Ware.
Let's go, Chris. Give me a double play. 2 out.
Oh,
That one a little bit too far out.
yeah. I mean, you can see where he's trying to put it. It's just it's just not going where he wants it to. It's going in the wrong direction. There's a lot of instruction from the fans, but I'm not sure that's helping.
Not going to help there. Another run for the Vikings.
We went from 8 Ks and 2 walks to
the Vikings batting around here.
Yeah.
We're going to have a pitching change. Well, they're at least going to talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, eight strikeouts and 2 walks we had through 3 innings, and now we have 8 strikeouts and 7 walks. And yeah, they're gonna make the change now. The right call, I think. The wheels started coming off probably at the beginning of this inning, and they tried running it through.
Back to action here.
Again, the lefty.
He's going to face Mikhail Moore, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Tying run at first base. Big spot for the reliever. Ooh. And he goes Plinko. Here's an HBP. That's a ribby. And it hasn't been the prettiest thing, but North has got themselves back in this ball game. 9-7 now. And Griffins with his second at bat of the inning.
When he came with the first time, I didn't think he thought he was going to see him in the same inning again.
Throw back. Little hidden ball trick try and didn't work. Strike 1 on Griffins. 9-7 Griffins hanging on for dear life here. That one fouled off. Tough lefty.
Uh-oh. Run, do I not?
I'm pretty sure that was foul.
Yeah.
But he might not have picked up the ball, so why not? Swings through it.
Yeah, catch that one.
I'm sorry, that was 1 and 2 now.
Yeah.
First one was not a strike.
He's so still.
I know.
How can you anticipate? I don't know. I can barely sit still watching. Uh-oh.
Oh, we got a rundown. That is not the time to get in a rundown.
Got him. I don't know what he's complaining about. I don't understand what I mean, Joe, did you see something that would even be close to why you're trying to argue that call?
I know you can't get caught stealing there to make when your team's trying to make a furious comeback. Nice job sneaking in by the third baseman. Then they try to steal home, and they do.
Yeah, he wasn't paying attention. The runners just moved without him.
9-8 is your score. What is going on? One wearer gets thrown out, the other sneaks home. And now the question is, was timeout called?
I think they're going to argue it, but I don't think so, Joe. I mean, yeah, there was nothing there, and now we're doing it again because we haven't figured it out. They're not watching the batters that are on base. They just cleared it.
And Antoine Stewart.
And he's like, what? These bases were full a little while ago.
And you got to, if you're going to go out and talk, you have to call time.
Yeah. And I think that's what he was saying. That's what started the third baseman argument. But the players were watching them argue, and they never called time, and things continued. They got caught up in that little discussion between the guy on third, Ware, and that umpire, and then we didn't know where we were going.
What a comeback here for the Vikings to tie it up here with 7 runs in the fourth. They've done it with only 2 hits.
Well, and that's what we had talked about before this game is 2 young teams. And you thought after that first inning when Buchtel just went through the entire lineup, guess what? Inning number 4, we're doing the same thing on the other side.
And that's the thing about young teams. They sometimes don't play 7 complete. And when you don't, in baseball, that crooked number is going to beat you more than it's going to be too much to come back from a lot of times.
Well, and that's the other part of it too is you've had this implosion a little bit by Buchtel, but give credit to North. They didn't call time, and their third base coach sent them. You know, I mean, you can question him sending the guy on third that got out, but he also can't be questioned for sending 2 guys home that got runs.
And that's what the argument is here. And do we have time called? Because after the first one scored, I would super call timeout. I'd call timeout 5 times.
Yeah, and especially as they start moving around. I mean, it wasn't like it was a secret. You could sit there and you saw them moving. I mean, then it's too late.
So what do we have? 9-9 in the 4th inning. Yep. Runs are a must. Outs are optional. That's got to be strike. Oh my God, where was that pitch? Okay, I haven't been on him much. Where was that pitch? That was the guy said something to me I didn't like. 3-2 count. Ball 4.
Yeah.
Go ahead run now on first base for the Vikings.
Can't believe it. And part of me is just after he had 3 straight walks, were we not taking more out? I mean, it was just in the 4th inning. You know where he was at. To be able to see what his body language and his energy is showing.
Right.
And The Buchtel crowd is not forgiving them. They're trying to encourage them.
But they're not happy about it.
Oh, they want an out right now. We keep hearing that. But yeah, you gotta get something because you haven't got anybody out.
Well, Antoine Stewart, now the pitcher of record in this one with a tie ball game. He gets strike one. Runner goes to second. Oh, they might have had the out there if the second baseman could have held on.
Came out of the glove.
So now go ahead run in scoring position for the Vikings. 1-1, the count. Can Brazil come through with a clutch 2-out hit?
They need something. Credit to get back to where we were.
Yeah.
7 runs in this inning.
Nice stop by West. Both catchers having to work hard in not great conditions, and a lot of balls going all over the place in this one. They're both doing a nice job. Can't get that one, though.
Ooh.
As that was way behind the batter.
He looks, and comes back. Wild pitch moves him.
3-1 now, and with the big backstop, you're just a pitch away from taking the lead here.
You got to have ice in those veins.
Good pitch on 3-1 for strike 2.
Strike 2. I'm going to start adding it in.
Strike 3.
Oh, strike 3.
Oh. 3-2 is chopper to first
Make
base.
a play.
Hangs with a tough hop and gets the big third out of the inning. But the Vikings roar back from a 7-run deficit to tie here in the top of the 4th. They score 7 runs on 2 hits. And going into the bottom of the inning with some dicey conditions out there, it's the Griffins and the Vikings all square at 9. So bottom of the 4th inning here. And we mentioned game at Canal Park here, 3rd game, getting a little bit rough out there, partner. I don't know how much longer they'll be able to go. Depends what Mother Nature, she always wins, whatever she decides.
And you can see, it's pretty, because you don't see any of the dust, and you can start seeing some of the dirt from the paths onto the grass as well. I'm looking over at Peter's camera, and you can see the footsteps right above the batter there. Good hit.
Rips that one. Uh-oh. And that could go.
That's trouble.
West galloping. It's a little slower track now, but he's not going to stop.
Oh, here we go.
Easy peasy inside the Parker. There it is. Home run for Dylan West.
What a change of events.
So just like that, West is like, I am tired of what's happening here. Bomb.
Woo, Joanne.
West finally got a pitch to hit. He scored 3 runs, but he finally got one to hit, and he did not miss it. And now you got Josiah McCann up, and behind him, Moore and Duvall's already done a ton of damage.
All right.
McCann swings through the first one. So we got a little bit of power shown by this Buchtel Griffin team.
Yeah, 2 triples by Duvall, and now the in the park home run.
3 of their 5 hits for extra bases. Josiah McCann 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out in the first and singled and scored in the 2nd inning. He's down 1-2. Takes that one outside.
Well, I don't think you want to see Duvall again. Don't put two guys on base with him coming up.
Nah,
You should see him.
he's been like the mailman. He delivers. That one misses just a little bit down and in.
Some sun breaking through those clouds.
Is it trying? You sure about that?
I know they're not turning the lights on for us.
Ball four.
Yeah.
Take your base.
So now you're definitely going to see him potentially with someone on base too.
I didn't get the official word, but do these games have time limits? A lot of times when we're playing tournament play, not high school per se, but in the showcases like this where there's multiple games, they'll put a no inning starts after a 2-hour rule or something, something like that, to keep games on time. And they'll do it with the first game and the last game. They're not like, well, it's the last game of the day, so you can play 6 hours. No, they keep everything capped. A lot of tournaments do that because they're playing 8-10 games at a site a day.
Yeah.
To keep everything somewhat on time. That one way outside. He's going to go to second. He could have maybe went to third on that, but McCann's settles to stop in scoring position with nobody out and his 4 and 5 hitters up. Joseph Moore walked and scored in the first, then struck out in the second. Holds that bat kind of like a violinist would hold his bow. 1-1. Counts even on Moore. Cal Ripken used to hold his bat that way. And Moore gets plunked. And he's like, that hurt. Didn't hit me that hard, but it hit me in the wrong spot right below that elbow. Yeah, you're allowed to rub it, Joseph, because that hurts. So 3 consecutive reach base. And who else? Dimitri and Duvall up.
Oh, boy.
With 2 on.
Oh, boy.
Nobody out and a chance for more ribbies.
His one in the first was a triple, but he got to come in with an error for the run and then hit another triple and another error to get in. And we're moving along.
And I tell you what I'd do right here.
What's
with
that?
The base open, I'd be like, let's see what the next couple guys can do because I'm walking him. I'm setting up a force play. But they're going to go at him, it looks like, at least for now.
Yeah, not another hit behind him. So not a bad strategy. You've had guys hit by pitches, but you don't have a single hit. Hits and walks and hit by pitch, I would say, and walks. So definitely that bottom order a lot easier to go after once you get by. And I mean, it's crazy to think Duvall is just a freshman, and he's got 2 great hits here in the game.
Yeah, future is bright. Try a pickoff play over there, and it's thrown away.
Threw it right over. Who's that? Are you giving it to the third baseman or you give it to the catcher?
Actually, there was a pitcher that tried to pick that off.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oh, I got nine. This is why you don't ride.
And partner, I think they just called it.
That's going to be it. The weather's not getting better. So that'll do it for us. Certainly look. I was hoping that Duvall could have helped me with my APS player of the game.
I think he's done enough.
I'm going with Duvall as my player of the game. Certainly had what I consider in the park home run in the first inning, and then 2 triples, and probably would have drove home another RBI there if he was going to be able to hit that one. So he was my congratulations to him, our APS-IS player of the game.
So Buchtel wins this one 11-9, 11 runs on 5 hits, and Dylan West with a big one to give him the lead here in the 4th inning, and they win 11-9. North finishes with 9 runs and 4 hits on the day. So congratulations to the Griffins as they hold on to win this one in a true defensive struggle.
Want to thank all those that helped make this possible. Our producer, Ryan Rittenhouse, our cameraman, Peter George. And I want to thank all the collaborative efforts from school administrators, teachers, parents, all that empower the Akron students to achieve their highest level of success. This broadcast brought to you by APS-IS, where we imagine, inspire, and inform. Good night, everybody.